Afro Red-Flag Protective Shield is a shared interest group of companies aiming to promote the cultivation and adoption of an anti-fraud and anti-corruption culture at the workplace. In essence, our primary objective is the facilitation of a new dimension in the fight against white-collar crime and corruption in business establishments in the continent of Africa. We help corporate business leadership uncover and prevent white-collar crime through the creation of an anti-fraud and anti-corruption enabling work environment. We are a global team of experts providing a robust deterrence and detection of fraud, promoter of better business practice against dishonesty of employees, mismanagement, insiders, white-collar crimes and breach of trust in business. Corporate sponsorship is now available for business organizations, agencies, corporate bodies, and academic institutions to utilize Afro Red-Flag management tool to foster a systematic approach to reinvigorate employees' work ethics toward a rule-based oriented culture that has a higher propensity of advancing efficiency, accountability, and sense of responsibility and transparency, which would be an added approach for the fight against unethical practices across the board in Africa. Our innovation is to re-energize organizational leadership effort to rebrand the corporate image globally and add a logistics strategy for the indisputable problem of fraud and corruption in various countries. Sign up with us today and meet with our accredited independent technical consultants and Afro Red-Flag Risk Management Associate 1.
Forensic psychologists are advocating the use of psychotherapy approach in tackling corruption, in addition with the traditional method of arrest and prosecution usually employed by government. The psychologists, while speaking in Abuja during a virtual workshop to discuss ways of tackling workplace corruption, gave this solution.
White-collar crime is said to be the root of fraud committed at both business and government cycles. These crimes are characterized by deceit, violation of trust, which are not dependent upon physical force. This virtual workshop is aimed at drawing government's attention to change its strategies in the fight against corruption.
How to curb dishonesty, corruption in our workplaces. It is doable, very, very doable. Corruption is a very dangerous evil. And if care is not taken, if we don't handle it with humanity, if we don't handle it imaginatively, if we don't handle this very situation as a priority.
Discuss issues on white-collar crime. And what that means is talking about non-violent crime in the organization, at home, and everywhere. There are a lot of crimes, corruption, fraud, here and there, and we need to nip all of those in the bud.
The psychologist said corrupt practices begins from the mind, and therefore we require a holistic psychotherapy to conquer the menace, especially with workplaces.
We having understood that crime begins from the mind, which is the brain, we begin to fight it from there up to the level of organizations. As individuals, there is what we call forensic psychotherapy. There are people that ordinarily would not be involved in crime.
The workshop, which is organized by Afro Red-Flag, is focused on how to improve workplace integrity and promote social responsibility among Nigerians in various offices in the country.